a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Lone Star Planner Girl. This is Crystal, and this is just going to be a quick planner update video for my planner setup. It has changed a little bit since my January planner setup or planner plans video, which I will link below and in a card right here. So I just kind of wanted to come and update you on what I was using and why I changed what I changed. I realize I probably flip-flop planning styles a lot and it might drive some of you insane, but hey, I am having fun with it and that's what matters, right? So here is my stack. I think it's a little bit more trimmed down actually than it was previous. We'll go ahead and go through these one at a time, starting with the bottom of the stack. This is my A5 Hobonichi 5-year journal, the 2020-2024, and it is housed in a JT King leather, can I even get all of this in, cover. And you may recall from watching my other setup video that I was actually in an A6 Hobonichi 5-year. And that was in an Idaho leather cover. And I had said at the time the reason was I wanted to build the habit of journaling, and I felt like getting the A5 would be demanding too much of myself with the space because I'm terrible at journaling. And I quickly discovered that while I don't journal every day, I'm trying to get into that habit. When I do, I have more to say than would fit in the little section of the A6, even with the second page being overflow. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Hobonichi 5-year, each page gets a day. So this page is for May 11th in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And then the right page is blank. So you can definitely spill over if you need to, but in the A6 size, which is literally half this page, it just wasn't enough space. And I was lucky enough to stumble across a very nice lady who was having the opposite problem. She had purchased the A5 and was finding it way too much space and wanted an A6. So we actually ended up trading both the planners and the covers. I will be honest, I am still trying to get into the habit of journaling every day and I'm not good at it. So hopefully that's something that we can work on. Something else that I am trying to do every day this year is doing some scripture reading. And so in here I have my Hobonichi Techo English version. The vinyl is from Salty Katie Co. And this is my scripture reading journal. So as you can see, I'm doing a different scripture challenge every month. This month is by A Symphony of Praise.com, the Inscribe the Word Attributes of God series, and this month is focusing on the God of Grace. This kit is a Mandy Lynn Plans kit, and to give you an idea of what that looks like is literally just writing scripture every day. That's a dashboard from the Planner Shack. And these are just daily kits from Sarah May 3 on Etsy. Just writing scripture. Literally, that's all I'm doing, writing scripture. And I've pre-done some stuff. Oh, this is from Raspberry Designs as well. So that's all that is just scripture writing every day. Or trying to do it. I've had to have several makeup days. This is my sort of big overview planner and the one that you see in my Plan With Me's every week. It is my B6 size Hobonichi cousin, or my Franken Hobonichi. It is housed in a B6 Print Prussians Traveler's Notebook cover. And this is actually, as you can see, a little bit oversized for it, but I like it because it protects my pen and my tabs. I can fit two B6 size inserts like this together in here comfortably. It just ends up being a lot fatter and the edges of the planner comes right to the edge. And I actually find that I like it like this a lot. It's very roomy, easy to open and close. Sorry, my computer's turning off. And housed in here is my, like I said, my Franken planner. Which I'm in love with, to be totally honest. At the beginning of the year, I was drawing out these layouts in a B6 Slim, which was a Stalogy A6, or not A6, A5 that I had cut down to B6 Slim. And I really did love that. However, I was discovering that I got really frustrated after a while with drawing out the layouts with all of the little lines and boxes. So eventually what I did is I just laid this out in the Silhouette software with the same grid spacing as the cousin, which putting all of these lines in individually was a royal pain in the rear, let me tell you. And then I just laid out the blocks. Let me see if I can get to a blank one. And then I did not date it. It's completely undated. All I did was put the days and the blocks. So I printed a year's worth of monthlies. As you can see, I've planned ahead just a bit on my monthlies because I could and I was bored one day. So it's exactly the same layout as the B6 Slim that I was doing with my monthly A6 size. This is designed to fit the A6 size kits by like Mandy and Plans and other makers. And then my weekly, if I can get to one that's not, there we go, is again undated. It does have the times pre-laid out, but very faintly, and the days of the week laid out, but also very faintly, so I can cover them if I wish. And again, everything is thread bound. This is a lay flat planner. It is printed on Tomoe River paper, which is why some of the lines seem darker than others. My printer does not play nicely with Tomoe River paper, but it was worth it for me. I was going to do basic to-dos with some just blank grid paper in the back. That didn't really work out for me all that well. I'm doing something else right now. I'm just using this as my weekly and monthly sort of future planning overview, occasionally memory things. This is just the page pocket page marker from Salty Katie Co. in the clear Hollow Star Jelly. And I've got some, inside I got some weather stickers by Raspberry Designs and a blotting paper for fountain pen ink. Very, very important when writing in a planner and needing to close it very quickly. So I just keep that wherever I am. And then I have some blank pages in the back. And that's that. And I really, this is my workhorse. This is my brain. This is where I put future planning and like records of important notes that I need to keep. Because this will be archived and kept as sort of my yearly record keeping. And this is what's new. Previously, I had been trying to get all of my daily to-dos and everything on my weekly view because that's what I was doing with the cousin. The cousin's just a little too big and unwieldy for me to use on a day-to-day basis, and I'm not in love. But I was finding that I needed more space in my dailies, and so this is now what I'm using for my dailies. This is the Moterm B6 cover from Amazon. I actually got mine from AliExpress because they're still sold out on Amazon. This is the taupe cover, and as you can see, I don't have anything in it yet. Just got it in. Love it. This is just a piece of vellum from Kinley's Doodles, put in with a little bit of washi. And this is actually the Franklin Covey B6 Daily. This is from Amazon Japan. It is Tomoe River paper. I'm not really using the monthly for much of anything, just marking holidays and birthdays. Not like I do in this, where it's really pre-planning and decorating. This is just sort of bare bones. And that's because I am using this daily planner like crazy. It's exactly the amount of structure that I need with the flexibility to ignore it if I need to. I'm pretty much ignoring all the headers except for this, for the schedule. And I'm doing a cleaning list and just daily to-dos. And then here I can further do more to-dos. I can do notes. I can do, you know, phone call, meeting records, whatever I need to do. And it's working out really well for me. I did a sort of ideal layout practicing when I got it because I did get it after it had already started. Each week starts with this weekly compass page, which is really nice to lay out just sort of weekly goals, any bills to pay. I have no idea what these headings actually say, but I just made them faith, family, self, and service. And then sort of weekly tasks that don't necessarily have a date attached to them. Is this even in frame? Yes. Okay. That don't even necessarily have a date that they need to be done by, but that I'd like to get done this week. And then here's an example of what an ideal day kind of would look like. The cleaning things that I need to get done, and I do like to keep those separate just for my peace of mind. And then to-dos. And I can separate these if I need to, like for personal and for business. I don't work outside the home, so I don't often need to have any kind of business to-dos. The only time I do is when my husband needs me to do something for him. So this is just basically usually just a running to-do list. Lay out my basic schedule so I have just a sort of idea of what my day is going to look like. And then again, notes, anything that I need to remember from that day, anything that I need to migrate into permanent record keeping, because I will not be keeping this. This is not going to be archived. This is just my workhorse daily brain, outside my brain planner so that I can write it down and remember it and not worry about having to keep it up in here. It is Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM, so this is just testing some various inks and nibs on it, and it performs exactly as every other Tomoe River paper does. And to just give you an example of an actual day, here's the first day that I was in it. Threw a little bit of washi down. I'm not going to be decorating much. I don't want this to get all thick and lumpy, and that's one of my pet peeves. I don't write in my other planner nearly as much as I would like to because the stickers make it lumpy, and it's just, I hate using pencil boards. So I'm not actually going to be doing this. But I do have my schedule for that day. It was my nephew's birthday. Little tip of the day that I learned from doing some work around the house with my husband, my to-dos. And as you can see, it's not, I don't feel the need to cover every inch of it. This isn't for memory keeping. This is just my day-to-day workhorse brain on paper. And I'm finding it very helpful. I've never used a daily planner like this before. And I didn't really used to like the idea of it. But the older I get and the longer I've had children, my brain cells have started to die, and I can't keep a running list in my head anymore without a lot of stuff slipping through the cracks. So I'm finding this really helpful now, whereas previously in my younger years, I did not. So yeah, that is what that is. I'm loving using my fountain pens more, pulling them out and playing with my different inks. Keeping track of the weather just so that I know what's coming up. I did put down a couple of, I got these Erin Condren holiday stickers. Let's see if I can find an actual note. Holiday stickers, and they're obviously designed for the Erin Condren, but I thought they were nice and subtle enough to use in this. So it does make the top of the planner spread just a little bit, but I didn't do every single little, holiday. I just did the ones that I need to know about. So I'm loving using this. As you can see, it is a bare bones, it is a workhorse planner, and that is it. It's not here to be pretty. It is here to keep my brain functioning. I really like this cover. I really, really, really like this cover, and I think this fall, whenever I get my Wonderland B6 weekly planner, which is going to replace the one that I made, I think it's going to go in here, and I'll move my daily into here. But yeah, so I mean, that's, oh no, I have one more. Inspired by Amanda with Mandolin Plans. This is the Jibun Techo Mini Light size, which is what I based cutting this off of. It's actually not a true B6 Slim. It's a little bit taller than a true B6 Slim. It is the exact size. I just took my Jibun Techo Mini Light and traced where I wanted this to be cut. As a financial planner, one of the things I've run into with all of my planner flip-flopping, and I can't help it, I'm inconsistent, is having to migrate all of my financial information because I keep trying to do an all-in-one planner. but changing the planner all the time means I'm constantly having to migrate notes and financial information that I want to archive. And then it's scattered between like 5 different planners. And then when I sell the planner, I have to erase it because it's personal information and it's a real pain. So I saw recently on Amanda's second quarter planner setup update video. I don't know why I never thought of this before. She's got a separate planner just for financial information. And I thought to myself, why don't I do that? And then instead of having to migrate all of my financial information from planner to planner, I just have it in one spot. So what I've done, let me show you a blank-ish month. I've gone through and I've drawn out all the monthlies. Playing with my markers, as you can see. I'm not going to be putting stickers in this. Yeah. For like 2 years, I think is what I was drawing out, just because I'm not going to go through this entire book in a year. This is the A5 half year. And then I've gone through the different things that we're paying and the different sinking funds. Each have a thing. And then I have a bills checklist. So this is just a way for me to keep track of all that without it having to be cluttering up my monthly view that I'm actually planning other like events and stuff in. Although at the moment, obviously not, but in general. Plus I really like how this jelly cover looks with all of my coffee stickers that I decorated the outside of this planner with. So all I did was just cut out the few pages that I had tried to use in this. Like I said, this was originally an A5. It's a little bit wider, a little bit taller, and it's been cut down. It is the half year, so it's not super thick, and this will easily last me a couple of years as a financial planner. Genius. Thanks, Amanda. I don't know why I never thought about doing that before. What can I say? So yeah, that is my current planner stack. Daily, weekly, monthly. This is my future planning sort of brain hub, and this is my day-to-day workhorse. Finances, scripture, and then the A5 Hobonichi for journaling. So I hope that's interesting. I hope that's helpful. I hope I explained my reasons for the couple of switches that I have had fairly well. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. And like I said, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And we will see you guys next time.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay.